Hey everyone, it's Mariah Seacrest Comer here, your personal fitness trainer, your curator of all things related to self-care for entrepreneurs, specifically designed for people who are super busy, whether or not you have a full-time day job that you're working on top of trying to build a business, whether or not you just feel like you're working two jobs because you're so in-depth and involved with your business. I understand that being a business owner comes with a lot of responsibility. So it is my pleasure to present to you science-driven, empirically proven strategies that help your physical and mental energy so that you can sustain this pace that it takes as a business owner. Tonight we are talking about how to take advantage of the post-holiday downtime. This is actually a time that I tend to look forward to. I always have, even before I ran a business, because working full-time day jobs, that was always a great time to just kind of get caught up on the stuff that's not that normal, hectic routine, firing off response and reactionary. It's a time to usually get a little bit caught up, right? So whether you're getting caught up in maybe a day job if you have that one while you are working your business, or specifically in your business, all those pesky little things that never got done, I don't want you to forget to also build in some time during this holiday downtime, this kind of weird limbo between structured and unstructured. I also want you to take advantage of some of that time to spend on your self-care practices. So this means not only just practicing self-care, reading and exercising and maybe getting some extra sleep, but it's also a really critical time as you're also looking at your 2017 goals for your business, at your schedule, at your promotional calendar. This is an ideal time to actually build in some more structure for 2017 for how you take care of yourself, those healthy habits that are going to sustain you and increase your energy. So I've got a few ideas I want to share tonight in regards to making the most of this weird in-between time that you only get like 1 week a year. So first of all, let's talk about nutrition. It can be so easy to overlook our nutrition and eating healthy when we're super rushed and busy. So I really would suggest that you take the time between Christmas and New Year's, which may not be quite as full as the rest of the year, to experiment with new recipes. If you're thinking of adding something to your meal queue that you don't normally, maybe it's time for a refresh, experiment with some recipes. Now's the time that you can see what you like, see what works, see what flops, and get a game plan together for your recipes. And I mentioned having a meal queue. If you don't already have a meal queue, and something we talk about in the Meal Planning Mastery course, so I know some of you are members of that. But if you're not a member of that, also take advantage of this time to write out those meals that you can just refer to again and again, that they don't take a lot of time. They have simple ingredient list. And then make sure that you're just building it into your schedule, that find out how many times you can stand to repeat those meals. Don't overwhelm yourself with having to get lots and lots of variety. Come up with those core group of recipes that that you can just rotate again and again, at least for a few months, and then you can maybe pick it up and start over from there. But this is a really, really good time to get your meal plan together. Dive in deep with the nitty-gritty of your shopping list. Again, if you have gone through the Meal Planning Mastery course, you know that I've got a whole step-by-step system for you. But even if you're not, you'll write out that grocery list, the things that you need every single week. Make an inventory of those so you don't forget them, so you don't have to think about them. It's going to be one less thing that you have to think about through the rest of the year when you get back into that hectic routine and crazy pace. So those are my two nutrition strategies. Experiment with recipes and make sure that you've got a meal plan together that's going to sustain you and give you that nourishment that you need for the rest of the year. Fitness. So pull out your calendar, folks. Get your calendar out between Christmas and New Year's. Chances are this is, for most of us, a time that we kind of want to hit the reset button on our exercise habits anyway. But the only way that you're truly going to do that is to pull out your calendar. So I want you to pull out your calendar, but I also want you to pull out a blank piece of paper, or if you're in the Boss Body system, pull out your fitness resource checklist, your workout planning checklist. And I want you to make a list first of really what your goals are for fitness. And by goals, I want to say your objectives, I should say. Not so much I want to lose, well, maybe it is I want to lose 5 pounds, but kind of bigger picture. I want to, my priorities right now are stress relief, or maybe my priorities now, maybe it is fat loss. Well, identify just 2 or 3. There's so many amazing benefits of exercise, including more energy, increased libido, better focus, more productivity. Of course, looking better in your jeans, that's really a popular one. There are just so many. Stress relief, that's so key. But how you plan your workouts is really going to be pivotal based on whatever your top 2 or 3 objectives are that you really want to get out of those workouts, because you're going to plan your workouts accordingly. And if they don't match up with what you really want out of them, then chances are you're not going to really stick with them. So first, I want you to plan out your objectives, what it is, and limit it to 2 or 3, what you really want from your workouts. Second, I'm going to have you make a column of all of the challenges that you have right now to working out, and I'm sure you can probably list several. So I'm going to have you list just maybe the top 3. It's not a chance to go nuts with excuses, just a chance to validly identify what problems could arise so that you can deal with them and create a fitness plan that works around some of those possible challenges. So say, for example, you love running, but right now with it being shorter days outside with the winter weather, the lack of daylight is a problem for you, so that's a challenge for you. So you're going to write that down so that we can acknowledge it and make sure that you're building a fitness plan that fits within the framework of the challenges that you have at the moment. So it's going to change every month, but this is a great plan to at least get you started for the year, and then you'll have those resources in tow as well, and you have that plan in place. You can rework this whole worksheet system anytime that your circumstances change. Next, then you're going to, so you've got your list of your objectives, you've got your list of your challenges to be aware of, to be mindful of, and to work around for your fitness plan. And then your third column is going to be your list of resources. So resources can be free daycare at the gym. It can be the Elevate accountability group, our private Elevate Entrepreneur Facebook group. So that can be a resource for you. Maybe it's a workout DVD. Maybe it's the Boss Body System if you're a member of the Boss Body System. Maybe it's a local class at a fitness boutique that you really, really love. So whatever resources you have at the moment, I want you to pull those out as well. So looking at those 3 columns, I want you then to put into place your ideal workout schedule for the moment. Remember, we change when the circumstances change. It doesn't mean we stop working out. It means we adapt our workout plan around those changing circumstances. So you're going to build then out an exercise plan. So you're going to look at those 3 different columns and decide what exercises best suit your specific set of circumstances, your objectives, your challenges, and your resources. And remember, it can change, but that's what's going to work for you right now with your real life, not the life that you wish you had. So that's going to be your fitness structure. The final step then for the fitness implementation is to pull out your calendar, set some goals around how many days per week you want to do those workouts, and then plug those specific workouts in that work with everything on that resource, challenge, and objective list. So those are we covered your nutrition strategies for your in-between limbo week, your nutrition or your fitness strategies for your in-between limbo week. And now let's talk a little bit about creating mindfulness policies and rituals. This is a really great time to reevaluate how you're taking care of your mental health and if you're doing anything on a regular basis. Do you need to look at instilling some policies of when you have technology on, of when you're turning work off? Do you need to create some schedule where you're routinely just carving out, say, maybe Sunday afternoons are only for you and for recreation and for family? Look at those pockets of your life where you feel like you could add a little bit more intentionality behind any type of mindfulness or self-care practices. Maybe it's creating some goals around meditating. Maybe it's deciding that every morning before you start your workday, you're going to do 5 minutes of meditation. So look at those things that you feel like you're maybe missing in your life from a mindfulness and stress management kind of standpoint, and then build, if you need to build in some policies, if you need to build in some rituals. Of course, I love plugging those into your schedule, plugging them into your goal list, making sure that the other goals that you set for your business are conducive to that. Maybe it's setting time aside after every major promotional launch that you have this year to go on vacation or to take a little bit of time away from the constant creation and productivity of owning a business. So those are my strategies for taking advantage of the post-holiday downtime. If you are an Elevate VIP member and you get emails from me, you probably already know about the Elevate Reset Retreat coming up at the tail end of that limbo week, so a New Year's weekend. We are planning this really great time together to actually take a virtual self-care retreat together and have equal parts mindfulness practice or self-care practices, from like yoga to journaling to meditation to breathing, and the other equal part is planning. So we're actually going to pull out those recipe books, we're going to pull out our calendars, we're going to pull out our journals, we're going to make sure that we are implementing our healthy habits on into 2017 so that they are front and center, they are top of mind, and that they are going to sustain us and fuel us when all those other resolutions and New Year's goals and ideas for our businesses start to feel a little bit overwhelming once we get past that honeymoon period, right? We're going to set ourselves up so we have the energy to tackle them. We have everything that we need to get through and really thrive in 2017. So if you are an Elevate VIP member, you already know how to get more information about that. Just check your email. I sent another email out about it today. Don't forget to enroll. If you're not an Elevate VIP member, I would love to invite you to be one. You can get access to all of my content. I give you alerts when we're going to be going live. I give you a lot of special attention, and of course we'll invite you to our premium programs if you're really serious about getting intentional about your health and preserving and managing your energy. So if you'd like to become an Elevate VIP member, you can start that journey by downloading my free self-care guide for entrepreneurs. That can be found at elevateselfcare.com, and those are my 10 super practical strategies for managing your health, specifically in the lens that is going to create the most energy for you. So it's not competing with your business, but it's actually complementing it. So super, super practical. I work full time. I run a business online on the side. So I have tried and tested all of these strategies. They're very, very practical, very, very actionable. So again, you can download that guide at elevateselfcare.com, and then you too will be an Elevate VIP member. So thank you so much. I'm here every Tuesday at 5:45 Mountain Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you next week, and I look forward to seeing most of you, I'm hoping a lot of you, at the Reset Retreat come New Year's weekend. Take care, everyone.